They have to be stopped. They're out of control. They're committing mass genocide in two nations, slaughtering people, raping women, kidnapping people. This cancer, known as terrorists, has to be stopped. One way or another, if we don't stop them here, if we don't stop them there, we're going to have to stop them here. As more and more forces join every day. We strike back at Syria with military power. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. But we have to do something. Stop the incumbent of ISIS into Syria and Iraq. It has to be stopped. It has to be stopped. Has to be put a stop to. Has to put a stop to. Somehow we have to stop this. NATO, the whole world, has to be stopped. It has to be put a stop to. It has to be put a stop to. NATO has to pay attention seriously now to ISIS because they're becoming genocidal. They're murdering people as fast as Hitler did. Hundreds of thousands are dead. Hundreds of thousands of genocide. It's got to stop. Somewhere you got to bring a stop to it. Somewhere you got to bring a stop to it. You can't let this terrorist leader grow like Hitler did, because it's like a cancer. It needs to be cut out. It's the death of innocents, the death of people, the death of Iraqis, the death of Sunni, Shiites, and Kurds, the death of Yazidis, the death of Christians, the death of other people. This group has gotten way out of control. They've lost all form of humanity. They've taken away all forms of humanity. They try to control everybody's life, control everybody's thoughts, control everybody's dignity, control everybody's human rights. This cannot be allowed. This cannot be allowed. I'm not a proponent of war. Never have been. But this group is a terrorist threat to the whole world, along with Al Qaeda and the Taliban. This is the truth of human life. This is the fact of human life. That this group is the deadliest of all. Boko Haram. These groups are a terrorist threat to free nations, free people, to people who want to live, to people who want to survive, people who want to live a free life, who want to live with dignity and rights and freedoms and humanity. They are a threat to that. They are a threat to the free world. They are a threat to any world. They're shifting back and forth between Syria and Iraq. We've been bombing Iraq almost 90 airstrikes. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. They're going to keep growing. They're going to keep growing. And you have to keep hitting them. You have to keep hitting them. You have to hit them with everything you got. Even if you got to hit them with Syria, then so be it. But you got to watch out for the innocents. You got to watch out for the innocents because like Hamas, they'll push innocents in front of the people. I'm not a proponent of war. I never have been. But this has to stop. This death of innocents has to stop. This genocide of people has to stop. Has to be put an end to it. This group ISIS, ISIL, Islamic Brotherhood, whatever you want to call it, is the death. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. The brutal attacks, rapes, torture of hundreds of thousands. It has to stop. Someone has to end. They chopped off Josh Fowler's head because we wouldn't pay a ransom. Because they would just want more ransom and more ransom. They're running out of money. Once we cut off all their supplies, and narrow them into a small area where we can concentrate. Limited strikes, warfare. The only way to do that is to strike them in Syria too. To strike them in the heart of Syria too. Wherever they're at, you strike. Wherever they're at, we can use laser guided bombs to hit wherever you're at, you strike. It's unfortunate that I believe this now. But it's the truth of human life. This genocidal group, it's been the death of too many people. It's been the torture. This is Assad's fault. He let it grow. He let it grow in Syria. He let it grow in Syria until it spilled over in Iraq. Now they're trying to make Iraq. These people want you to live as they want you to live. People want to live the way they want to live. You can't take people's rights away from them. You can't tell people they have to be Islamic. It's not even plausible. But you can tell people how to live their life. You can tell people they have to bow down to you. No way. No way. This is a sickness. This is just a sickness. It needs to be cut out of the earth. Like cancer. Like a bad kidney. You pull it out, man. You pull its plug. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. It has to be stopped. They need to be stopped in their tracks before they grow. They're already growing in force. But if you keep hitting them, if you hit them in Syria, it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna slow them down. It's gonna make them stop. Take their money trails. Take their money. Everything you can do to stop this group, you have to do. Everything that the world has to do to stop this group has to be done. Because they're growing out of hand. They're getting out of hand. What happens if they invade another nation? It has to stop. You have somewhere you have to draw a line in the sand and hold your cards. The Kurds are fighting them. The Iraqi the people are fighting them. We have to do everything we can within our power as a world to free the world of terrorism forever. The only way we can do that is to keep hitting and keep hitting and keep hitting and keep hitting and keep hitting. It took me a while to realize this. I thought maybe you could deal with these people, but they're not. Whether it's Hamas, whether it's Boko Haram, whether it's Al Qaeda, whether it's the Taliban, whether it's ISIS, whether it's ISIL, whatever they want to call themselves. The only way to deal with these people is give them what they want: death. They'd rather die. They'd rather die, but they'd rather other people die than they die. They're killing and slaughtering people in Syria and Iraq like they weren't meant to be born. They're just wiping out races of people. They're wiping out people's lives. They have to be stopped, and they need to be stopped cold. The question feature is disabled. I'm sorry that it's not working, but I'm not a proponent of war. I hate war. I believe peace is the true answer. But there is no dealing with these people. There's no dealing with these people. You cut off a guy's head because you can't get ransom paid for a reporter, which they have no right to touch? No. Somewhere you're going to draw a line in the sand to make a stand. And it's either in Syria and Iraq or they come over here. No way, they have to be stopped. We have to be ever vigilant against the terrorists in this world and terrorist control of this world so that this world lives free. This world lives without threat factors. This country is at risk. And as long as they continue to get stronger, somewhere they're going to strike in this country. And I don't want that happening. Somewhere they're going to strike in another country. I don't want this cancer spreading to other nations. People don't want this cancer spreading to other nations. This has to be stopped, and it has to be stopped cold. I've never been a proponent of war. People who listen to my videos know that I'm a man of peace. I'm a man who believes in peace. Believes. But as long as terrorists are allowed to rule, run free in Iraq and Syria, death will follow. Death will follow them wherever they go. Massacres, slaughter. It doesn't matter. They'll kill anything in their path. They'll kill anything in their path, and the only way to stop them is by force. And that's the sadness of human life. That's the sadness of human life. I thought you could deal. You can't deal with a terrorist. You cannot deal with a terrorist because they don't understand rights and freedoms and humanities and equality. All they care about is death. As long as it's other people's, they don't care. But when it starts to be theirs on a massive scale, they'll start to change their mind. Somewhere it's got to stop. Somewhere it's got to stop. It's just got to stop. You've got 41 wars going on in the world. Terrorists are battling all over the world for power and control of the world. It has to be stopped. They have to be stopped. Cold and in their tracks. It sounds nasty, it sounds mean, it sounds gory. And it is gory. But they have to be stopped. They have to be stopped before they spread across the world like locusts. This is not. People know me. I'm not a violent person. I was against the war in Syria to begin with. Look what's happened now. Look what happened now. Except that other guy, Saddam, he was murdering and butchering and genociding his own people too. So you can't win. You can't win. You can't win. The only way you can do it is stop the killing. You've got to use force to stop the killing, genocide, and the slaughter of these people in both Syria and Iraq. Somalia, wherever it is. The world has to take control of the killing and the genocide of people on this earth. Has to stop. It just has to stop. There is no other course. What other course is there? There's no diplomacy with these people. These people don't care about killing human innocent lives. These people have no value for a human life other than to cut the head off. They rape and they plunder and they kill and they burn anything that's in their path. This has to be stopped. This has to be stopped. We're talking mass genocide here, man. We're talking mass genocide here. You can't let this go on. This has to be stopped. This is a 7 billion human being historical news. It has to be stopped. It has to be brought to an end. It has to be met. Force with force. Because that's the only thing they understand. Otherwise, the killing will keep up, the slaughter will keep up. There's already 200,000 dead in Syria. How many in Iraq? 10, 20, 30, 40,000? They're committing mass genocide of races, of people who never do nothing but live. They were living in the mountains, for Christ's sake, the Yazidis. They weren't bothering anybody. Don't bow to anybody. Nobody should bow to any human being. Nobody should bow to any human being. They have to be stopped. They just have to be stopped. This is a 7 billion human beings historical news. They have to be stopped. Now, rather than later. This is 7 billion human beings historical news. Thank you for watching.